And that's the typical problem. I don't have your card number, I don't have payment controls. I can direct you to the websites by which you can make these purchases. I don't know your purchase preferences. I'm not fully trained to make a payment fee. Right? So you've gone through this congruent moment to suddenly having dissonance again. Oh my God, I did all this stuff, now I have to go back to the link and make the payment, which is not, you will agree with me, not the particularly most satisfactory of experiences. And I spoke to you about the participants in the ecosystem. And these are some of the typical questions that every single member of the ecosystem, grapples with today. Right? The customer says, can I trust the agent to do what I want the agent to do? Right? The bank asks, is this my card holder? Is this a legitimate agent making a legitimate purchase? Right? How do we protect against frauds and scams? The merchant says, is this a valid purchase? Am I going to get paid for this transaction? Understandable and natural apprehensions of everyone in the ecosystem. But we're about to change that with what we announced in the summer of 2025, which is a set of programs, tools linked through a common API on MCP protocol called Visa Intelligent Commerce. And the 5 elements to this, 5 fairly straightforward elements. So let me walk you through the 5 unified APIs to drive ecosystem capability and improve the consumer merchant experience to make payments truly autonomous and agent-driven. Tokenization, which is putting your credentials securely into the agent ecosystem and in a manner that even if fraudsters were to get the data, that data is devalued and it's not worth anything to the fraudster who sort of gets that data. Tokenization is fundamental to the future of agentic commerce, which is why we are obsessed when working with our clients to get tokenization at scale in many of our markets. Number 2, authentication. Okay, I put my card credentials in there, but I need to authenticate. And OTP authentication protocols are not going to work. So how do we authenticate these transactions? How do you personalize the experience, of course, with customer consent for that session so that the agent can make more intelligent shopping decisions based on who you are, what you've done earlier, what your preferences are, etc. Lastly, payment instructions. How do we give the payment instructions? And then payment signals, which is really, really important to agentic, and I'll explain to you why in a couple of minutes.